All right, guys. Last Saturday's fights were great, honestly.
Yeah,
Surprising. Some very unusual things happened, uh,
yeah.
but overall, great fights. Couldn't
I,
complain.
you know, yeah. I was gonna jump in, but I was gonna jump in too quick. We can start at the bottom of the card. One thing I was disappointed was the Ian Cutelaba fight got pulled. I guess he got COVID.
Yep.
Yeah. So or I
Yeah,
guess
he got replaced by the Burns fight, I believe.
yeah, yeah. But starting off on the main card, we had the John Dodson and Merab Dvalishvili fight. Entertaining fight, man.
It was, dude. Dotson didn't show up like he usually does.
Right. Yeah.
He he couldn't get going, but the other dude, Mirab or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
he did really good. Like
Uh,
really good.
Dominic Cruz kept saying it just seems like Dotson's waiting to land that left. Maybe he's worried about the wrestling. Honestly, I don't know if it seemed like Dvalishvili won for sure, but I don't think he necessarily dominated in any point.
That's true.
He
That's true.
outstruck. He would he picked him up and slammed him a couple times, but Dodson kept popping right back up. He didn't. I wouldn't say he destroyed him in any sense. I just felt like Dotson just couldn't get going. He was just kind of not able to implement his game. But good work for Marab. Dotson's no pushover. That was a good fight for him to, I guess, to put his name out there in the bantamweights.
Yeah,
After that,
going up to that, you had the Herbert Burns and Daniel Pineda. Pineda?
Pineda, yeah,
Yeah. That
Pineda.
that was great, dude. He got Burns into the crucifix towards the end there. Uh,
Yeah.
and that I personally feel like that's super difficult to get somebody into that
Mhm.
position. But you were saying it's typically very usual.
Yeah, especially I mean, it really all depends. I think so many people are used to pulling guard if you go to take them down to wrap their legs around you. But if you do somehow land in side control, you're already on this. You're on their side, so the legs are out of the way. You really just got to wrestle that one arm in between your legs, and then you have all the power of trapping their other arm at that point. It's not easy to pass the guard because you got to get over both legs. But if you get a takedown, you just happen to fall in side control. You can slip that
Yeah,
crucifix.
that makes sense. But yeah, that was another good fight. Another surprising TKO finish in the second round.
But Herbert came in, what was it, 3.5 pounds over?
Yeah, he came in 3.5 pounds overweight,
So I was,
which he loses 20% of his purse, which
yeah.
sucks, but it is what it is.
Well, Pineda said I guess he had 2 weeks and he cut 26 pounds or something crazy like that. So they asked him, they're like, I bet that's frustrating that you cut that much weight in 2 weeks and he missed weight. He's like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
really
that's
frustrating.
some BS. Like it is what it is, though.
The
Um,
money.
moving up that card, we had JDS and Rosenstrike.
Yeah.
Rosenstrike is a dangerous man.
Yeah, man. I know we both predicted Rosenstrike was going to win this. As I was leading up to the fight, on my Instagram and stuff, I thought JDS looked really good. He's lean. He was moving fast. So by the time the fight started, and this happens to me all the time after predictions, we'll get close and I'll see something and I'm like, oh shit, maybe on my Instagram I put comments before UFC 252. JDS looks amazing, and Cheeto Vera has no fear in his eyes. That boy's intimidating.
Yeah, both them. Yeah, I mean JDS looked great coming into that, especially with that little porn stash he had going on. You know.
Oh, yeah, that Ron Jeremy going.
Yep.
The
But
only
Rosenstrike is a dangerous man.
the only reason getting close to the fight, I was starting to doubt Rosenstrike is because when he fought Alistair, it wasn't the best fight. He landed that big punch at the end and split his lip, and he won the fight. And then obviously getting knocked out by
Nagano.
yeah. So I was like, oh, maybe JDS's experience can play a factor. He can outstrike him if Rosenstrike doesn't land a big punch, but of course he did. So it wasn't JDS's night, but I don't know. So one of the reporters asked Dana if he thinks JDS should retire, and he's like, I don't know. We'll talk about it, but he's been around for a minute, so we'll see what happens with him. What's next for Rosenstrike? Curtis Blades, I guess, something like that.
Yeah, Curtis Blades. I mean, he was saying that he kind of wants to fight Nagano again towards that. But
Yeah,
gets Stipe next.
yeah. He
Period.
could.
He gets
Uh,
Stipe next, and that's
the
it.
only wouldn't is if Stipe. I know he had to get his eye checked out again. I think he's probably fine. DC isn't, but I think the only way Rosenstrike and Francis fight again is if for some reason Stipe is out for a while. But that just sucks for Francis. He's been waiting so goddamn
Yeah,
long.
dude, he deserves that title shot
Uh,
again. Then
yeah,
going up to the next thing, we had O'Malley and Vera. Very disappointing in that fight.
dude. I was that actually kind of like it was a good night of fights, but man, that killed my fucking mood. But leading into the main event, which sucks. I wanted to be really hyped for it. But yeah, dude, it was such a dopamine dump after that happened. We were
Oh, dude,
looking
it was sad.
forward to Sugar for so long, and then that happened, and I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah, I mean, the Sugar Show is still well and alive, baby. The Sugar Show
Yeah,
is well and alive.
weird, man. I don't know what my decision is. I see all over the place like what could have happened. Some people are saying, he rolled his ankle, and maybe that sprained it, but he had an X-ray, and they said, okay, no, there's no bones and fractures. Your ankle is fine. Other people are saying when Cheeto calf kicked him, there's like some nerve there that if you kick it like hard enough, it'll just kind of like a dead leg, but it's down in your calf area. And they're saying Cheeto kicked him, gave him a dead leg, which caused him to trip over his own feet.
Yeah.
That could also be true. Either way, I hope O'Malley's fine, but if nothing's broken, if there's no tear in his knee, if there's no anything, that looks really fucking bad. Because everyone gets calf kicked.
Yeah,
Everyone.
no. I mean, you gotta go back to when he fought, like, was it 4 fights ago when he broke his foot? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's nerve damage there, obviously, and
Yeah.
hopefully he comes back and recovers from it. I still think the Sugar Show is well and alive.
Yeah.
It's derailed right now. He has a little flat tire, but he's gonna come back stronger than ever before. Like
Right. But
all
but think
all
like
the greats have a loss.
I'm not giving up on Sugar. I still love him. I'm still looking forward to him fighting again. That's just not a bad look for your stock. That if it turns out there's nothing wrong, he just got a dead leg and that kind of fucked up his momentum and that ruined it. And he got stretchered out, and then if they check everything, they're like, "Oh no, you're fine. You just couldn't take it." And, I don't know. I hope, of course, that he's okay. If he is, it doesn't look good, but that just means, he's healthy. He can come back and fight within like a month or a month and a half, so that'll be nice to see at least. But good job on Cheeto. Like I said, or we were both saying this is going to be his toughest fight for sure. Even the UFC is counting this as like an undefeated streak for him. He lost to Song Yadong in his last fight, but everyone thinks he won that. So Cheeto is fucking going ham, man. They need to shoot him up this bantamweight division, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he should be top 10 for sure after this. Like,
Yeah.
he should be top 10 for sure. And then going into that main event with Stipe and DC,
Where's the flag? Where's the flag? You said you were gonna have it up in the video.
I was going to get it, but that means I have to go take it down,
That's a lot of work.
and you were taking too long to get on. It is what it is.
It's my
Stipe won,
fault.
let's go! Let's go!
Croatia.
Let's go!
Thoughts on the fight?
Bro, Stipe showed up and did a great job. Did a great job controlling that ring.
Yeah.
I know he had concerns in that smaller ring,
Yeah.
but he did a great fucking job controlling it. Every time he would push DC up against the cage, controlled that left hand,
Yeah.
or was it the right hand? Controlled the right
The
hand the
right-
whole time.
Stipe's using his left. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was controlling his right.
I
Great
think
strategy.
that was that in the first fight that punch off the clinch is the one that hurt him. So as soon as that kind of became available, push him up against the cage, and that seemed to work well for him. I still think he did get not outstruck as a total, but I just think DC striking is better. but obviously in total he did better, and that's why Stipe won. But man, if you can take anything away from that fucking fight, it's that Stipe can take a shot.
Oh no, dude, for sure.
So,
Dude, Stipe is a fucking beast.
so many times I was just like, oh man, because
Oh,
DC
dude,
was
my heart stopped every time. Every
bombs.
time when he got hit, it stopped every single time, which is fucking crazy.
He's a savage for that. The eye poke. I,
Bro,
I would,
what eye poke?
yeah, I know, right?
What eye poke? I didn't see no eye poke. I saw DC give an eye poke.
The one in the second round when DC poked Stipe in the eye. That's what I was talking about.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I remember that one. That was clear. Clear.
Yeah, right.
But dude, DC almost got stopped in that second round.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Almost
true.
got stopped in that second round before that eye poke that Stipe accidentally landed.
That's as close as there was to a stoppage. I think it was towards the end of the first round. Stipe like
He got hit.
He lost his footing, but he didn't drop. Daniel dropped in the second round. That was as close as it got to finishing. But yeah, man. So it turns out Daniel probably needs retina surgery or something because of the poke. Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I don't
That's
know.
what it is.
He's
But
gonna.
no, it was a great night of fights.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, dude, great night of fights. Another good fight card coming up this weekend with Frankie.
Frankie, yeah.
We'll make a video for that as well.
James fighting, I believe, co-main event, unless I'm thinking of the Israel Adesanya fight. But do you remember that dude who's mad because he had to go to work tomorrow or whatever?
Yeah, he's the co-main event. It starts with a D.
He's on the Izzy fight night or the main
Is he?
event on the Adesanya Costa. He's the
That's fair. But yeah, no, hey, another great night of fights, folks. Make sure you keep tuned. Even these small cards are gonna be great. The bigger cards are even better. So,
yeah, we're definitely gonna have a good fight night on our hands this Saturday. So we will see you after those videos. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe as always, and we'll see you next time.